is Tough Roy, episode 169. Yes, it is 169 episodes deep into Talk for Glory. But first and foremost, Happy New Year. It is a new year, but this isn't a new channel. And I'm not talking about a new show. Talk for Glory is about 5 years old. So you guys have been here 1, 2, 3, 4 times. You guys have been here how we start off the year on one of the most exciting pay-per-views of January. You guys already know. You guys have seen the thumbnail. You guys know who I am. And then the introduction is always a must. I'm a nigga before. This is New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom's 18s predictions. But Wrestle Kingdom is so big. It's so fun to talk about. I can't do it alone. I've had this man on for WrestleMania. I've had this man on for Best of Super Juniors. I have this guy for Junior Tag League. So, welcome my guests for Wrestle Kingdom predictions. Tommy, Best of Super Juniors, Impact, TNA,
everything.
BTBC, everything under the sun. Welcome, Tommy.
It's great to be here once again. You know what I'm saying? Doing another predictions episode with you. Going over another New Japan card with you. It should be a lot of fun. Like I was saying before, Wrestle Kingdom looks pretty good from top to bottom. So I'm excited to just get into the card. But yeah.
There's so many things on this card that I guess if you would have told me like 6 months ago, I'd have been like, oh, fuck, no, I don't want that. That's lame. And then slowly but surely, we started to understand New Japan is new. There's a lot of new fresh things. Smooth, even though he's not here, we also talked about it last night, that this is, screw it, card passing by, that this is basically a new era of New Japan. So to start us off into the new era of New Japan, let's start us off with 1/3 of the 3 New Musketeers and what a lot of people are saying should be the 4th member. It is representing LIJ, Yota Tsuji versus representing Just 5 Guys, Yuya Uemura.
This match is very interesting. Shout out to Yuya. His lovely Impact stint was great. But I'm a huge Yota fan, so I don't want to say he's in my prediction right now, but I'm just gonna say Yoda's up there. Yoda should be honestly Yoda is the best of this young. I think so. In my opinion, I think so.
Oh.
Just the things he does. I love his in-ring work. He makes the coolest sound in the ring. I don't know why he makes that sound, but he does make that very unique sound in the ring. But he just does. I don't know. There's something about him I really enjoy. But I think I'm going Yoda here, and quite easily. It should be a good match though.
I'm not gonna say that I've been watching Yuya Uemura because he's been on Impact, and I'm not gonna bullshit any viewers here. I don't watch Impact for shit. Tommy, that's why you're here somewhat. But I have seen like little stints, and I've seen him team with I believe his name is Joe Hendry.
Mm-hmm.
There's no button that cues his music whenever you say his name, but I was very interested in what I saw from Yuya Uemura. A lot of people said that going on Excursion created a lot of character, a lot of personality, a lot of depth to him when others went, just like Shota Umino, just like Yota Tsuji, just like Ren Narita. A lot of character development is created when these people go on Excursion. And people like Yota Tsuji, where he went to Mexico, he went to the UK. We see their growth. Well, I wouldn't say very far and few in between. Not a lot of people, I guess, would go out of their way to watch CMLL or AAA or Rev Pro. But Yota Tsuji, not Yota Tsuji, Yuya Uemura, I will say it got the bigger audience and who got to know him, who got to see his growth. Because I believe pre-Impact, I remember Uemura always getting bitched by Ishimori. And I remember him being in Best of Super Juniors, and I thought that was questionable. That man is not a junior heavyweight.
Not at all. He's kind of stocky.
And I was hoping that this year's Wrestle Kingdom would give us like one of the three new Musketeers versus each other. And then I remember as the days were going on, a lot of people would talk about, hey, what about Yuya Uemura? He should count as one of the three Musketeers, or he should be like the fourth member, or anything of that nature. So, from what you've seen and from what I've seen, do you think he falls into that category? I guess in this case, the best comparison of the three Musketeers are the AEW pillars.
Yeah. So for Yuya, I kind of say yeah. Because again, I watch Impact. I'm one of the few that watches Impact religiously. So I saw this growth from Yuya. At least the Impact portion of it. Um, I can see him. I can see him if if ever, in a perfect world, if obviously booking plays a part, but in a perfect world, if Yuya does everything he should be doing it, or is put in the best positions that he should be put in, I think Yuya can easily be one of New Japan's top baby faces when the current kind of Tanahashi's and when those guys are done. I do see Yuya as that. There's something about his look. He just has that smile, that look, that baby face look. It's gonna be hard for people not to enjoy this guy, and he's not bad in ring, honestly. So I see him as being a really a top baby face if it was those four at the top of New Japan, like we think.
So I want to agree with you on that because, again, like I said, I did see some clips, but in comparison to, let's say, some people's return from excursion, I would probably have to rank Yuya's as one of the weakest for simple facts such as when Ren Narita returned from excursion, he formed new strong side with Despy and Suzuki. Then they won the trios tag titles. Shota Umino, well, again, being non-affiliated, unless you guys want to count him as Blackpool Combat Club, he showed up, caught lightning in a bottle, challenged Will Ospreay for the U.S. Championship at Historic X Crossover about last year, 2 years ago. And then Yota Tsuji returned and again challenged Will Ospreay for the IWGP UK Championship. And then Yota Tsuji just comes back and joins Just Five Guys, no real attachment. Just like, hey guys, I'm back. So, not Yota Tsuji, Yuya Uemura. So, would you say that this is possibly his breakout moment?
I mean, so for all four of them, honestly, and we'll get to the others later, but to be honest, this is a big Wrestle Kingdom for all four of them, and Yuya included. And yes, I'm gonna keep throwing him in there with the other three because I think he is, even if he may be the weakest, which he may be, I do think he should be considered at least in that group.
The Musketeers?
For sure, I do believe that. But as far as a breakout moment, or this could be the moment, I think so. I think they're all gonna put on great matches, and we're gonna see why. Well, let me not say this. We're gonna see why we think that they should be the next four, on top of that New Japan banner. So I think this is a big moment for all of them, and Yuya included. So
that's a great way of seeing it, but be all and end all. Let's cut it down the line. What do you got winning? I gotta have Yota Tsuji.
Say that one more time.
I got Yota Tsuji winning this.
Oh yeah, Yoda for sure. Yuya's gonna put on a great match, but I got Yoda winning.
I fucks with it. So, as you guys know, here on Tough Glory, it's always going to be non-championship matches first. So, remember, guys, the order is whatever the fuck we say it is here. So, next is the others of the Three Musketeers. It is Shota Umino teaming up with Pro Wrestling Noah's ace, top guy, leader, etc., Kaito Kiyomiya versus the House of Torture, Evil, and Ren Narita.
I'm
not gonna lie.
Pissed.
This isn't a match I think I wanted.
If there was one match you guys needed to skip or just, not really think about, this might be it. And it's not even the other. It's crazy. I only blame one person for that being the case for this match. And I think we all know who that is. I think we all know who it is. I'm sorry, Evil, but and the concept of Ren being with House of Torture, and it's just that doesn't sit well with me either. He deserves more. He deserves better. And that's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel about it.
Okay, yeah, I completely agree with that one. That Ren in House of Torture was dumb as hell. Like,
Yes.
I know a lot of people gave Bullet Club House of Torture flack and shit about not House of Torture, Bullet Club War Dogs, about like the whole dojo boys being there,
Yeah.
and then it's like, all right, and then you guys, so did we ever get confirmation if House of Torture is Bullet Club or not?
You know what's crazy? I feel like we did, and it was a yes, but I'm purposely ignoring it because I don't want that to be the case. So I'm gonna say no.
Like, I remember, like, not Evil. I think it was like David Finley going like, Evil knows what, like, where he falls, and then Evil was like, hey, we're Bullet Club, and David Finley like neither confirms nor deny it, and it's like, dude, fucking pick one, man.
Just deny it. Just deny it for the sake of Bullet Club and well, I don't care about House of Torture's sake, but just deny it, David. You're already a joke. We don't need two more jokes. Come on.
It's like House of Torture sucks, and we'll get to like what Bullet Club War Dog is like nowadays.
Oh
And
yeah, I
shit.
can't wait to get there because
But wait, one moment, just keep talking about the match.
yeah. So it just sucks for Ren. Now as far as Shota, and I'm gonna say this about Umino. I do. He would be second on the list of I guess out of all four of them because yes, again I'm gonna continue to put Yuya in there, but I
Yeah,
will put him second for sure. And how do you pronounce the Noah's Ace? Kaito?
I just say Kaito.
Kaito?
Yeah,
I became a very huge, like a big fan of Kaito. Him going at Gabe Kidd like he did, and them going back and forth was really entertaining to me. And I've been a fan ever since. I've been low key trying to see if New Japan's gonna snag him from Noah once and for all, you know. But again, Evil. I hate that you're here, and because you're here, I'm gonna as far as that goes, I'm gonna have to go with Kaito and Umino. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm sorry, Ren. You're my guy. I like you a lot, but House of Torture is not a good look for you, man. It's not.
yeah. I was gonna say like the way this was built up and shit. Why the hell didn't we just get Umino versus Ren? Like, you guys literally could have done like the Three Musketeers, like all 1v1ing each other. But I do think that they also fucked up by putting all three in the same block this year's G1 or last year's G1. Or even a triple threat between all Three Musketeers, and hell, that I think that way, then Yuya could have like thrown himself in. He was just like, hey, like, you guys may have the label, but I'm like one of the rising stars too.
Exactly. Leaving any way you could have left Evil out would have been better in my opinion.
You guys could have did Kiyomiya versus Eva, honestly. Like, I have a bad experience like first seeing Kaito for the simple fact that I think the first time I ever saw him was him versus Chase Owens, and he lost.
Oh, that's a bad first time for sure. I understand.
I remember seeing that. I'm just like, huh. And this is Noah's guy? This is your Okada?
I remember when that happened.
Like, that got the funniest laugh out of me. Like, no disrespect to Noah fans. It's just when your top guy comes to New Japan, hell, and I'll even say this of like someone from TJPW came to Stardom. When your top person loses to, like, dare I say, one of the jobbers, Noah don't look that good.
Yeah, not at all. Sometimes I feel like they did it on purpose, just to see.
Honestly, and I even think like Kaito versus Okada would have been like the match here. So you are right in the sense that we just gotta get Evil off this shit.
That's literally it. If Evil wasn't here, this match would have been fine. If almost anyone else was here, this match would have been fine.
All right, so next is, and now we're getting the title matches. It is for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. It is former tag team champions, current junior tag league winners, Catch 2 TJP and Francesco Akira versus Bullet Club War Dogs, Clark Connors, and Drilla Maloney. There is a lot to say here.
There's so much to say here. This match is gonna be amazing, phenomenal. Cause you have to think they're gonna try and one up every other time they went at it. So this match is gonna be amazing. and come to think of it, like, well, where I thought Bullet Club, this new Bullet Club was, maybe what? How long ago was that?
How long like Bullet Club War Dog was formed?
Well, how long was when was the last time I was on? I was saying that I wasn't a fan. This was like not the tag league, but probably the one before that. I probably wasn't. I can't remember the exact time frame, but
I believe it was like around like Best of Super Junior season.
Probably. I just wasn't a fan of this new Bullet Club, but the War Dogs. I'm not talking about the rest of them. Just the War Dogs. Oh man, have they grown on me? Oh man, have they grown on me? That's one of the best things Bullet Club got right now, in my opinion, easily. And then I don't really need to say too much about Catch 2. I mean, TJP is phenomenal. But go ahead.
Akira is a rising star.
Exactly.
And I think they went what, like 9-10 months junior tag champs,
bro.
Losing to War Dogs.
Yep. So they have a small little rivalry going on, and it just keeps getting. It has to keep getting better. So this match is again going to be phenomenal.
They are 2-time junior tag team champions, 1-time junior tag league winners. But if you guys have been watching the Road 2 shows, it looks like the Bullet Club War Dogs has Catch 2's number. Mm-hmm. Even given the hashtag Catch 2 is dead. And that's pretty funny. That's a pretty funny statement by Drilla, by Clark, to always count them out, because every time War Dogs have counted out Catch 2, they somehow make it back to them.
They just can't shake Catch 2.
They're too fast, too good, and then I guess in this regard, they're too persistent. Now, they did lose in Junior Tag League. They did lose the tag titles. And they did lose a coffin match. So, with everything on the line, on the grandest stage in New Japan, can Catch 2 do it?
With that being said, I'm probably gonna. I could be biased, but I think Clark and Drilla I think they deserve this moment. I think they beat them one more time.
Huh?
I think they get this Wrestle Kingdom victory under their belt. I can't tell you what happens after that, but I think just for, again, from maybe it could just be me looking from the outside, and maybe New Japan saw it from the jump. That's why they put them together. But again, how much they've grown on me, I think it should be rewarded at Wrestle Kingdom. Let them retain. Again, I don't know what's gonna happen after that, but I'm putting the War Dogs over. Shout out to Catch 2. They'll be back around. Of course they will, but I think War Dogs got this one.
Have you seen the new designs of the IWGP Junior Tag titles?
Yeah, I tweeted. I said New Japan is the white strap, because like they love the white strap. It seems like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like their white straps actually look pretty good.
I love them.
Like I enjoy seeing, like, maybe it's just white title belt designs in general, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Those junior tag titles just look clean.
I can't wait for people to start making the bootleg replicas so I can get one, because that title is beautiful.
Yeah, I can't wait till like it's on WWE 2K23, 4, whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh. Those titles are beautiful, though. Those titles are gorgeous.
Just gotta give them their credit. And hell, I'll even be nice about it. And where are you? Put it up on the screen right here.
Oh my
Bullet Club
God.
War Dogs, all white.
Gee, y'all can't tell me that doesn't look oh man. First of all, Drilla and Clark look phenomenal. The cowboy hat on Clark looks great. Drilla got you about to see the fashion Tommy come out. Tommy fashion. The Gucci belt. The Gucci belt on Drilla looks phenomenal. The white suits with the right straps with the new titles. It's just everything goes together. You can tell it was planned and it just looked great. Congratulations, Bullet Club.
Like we said, it's a new era of New Japan, and with new eras comes new belts.
Yeah.
But beyond and end all, you say you got Bullet Club War Dogs. I got Catch 22 because, like TJP, like Akira says, Catch 22 isn't dead. Pretty sure the person that gets to decide that is Lance Archer because everybody dies. On to the next. All right. Next match is the Noodle Man, the workhorse, the NJPW TV champion, one of the best technical wrestlers in wrestling. He is British Techers Zack Sabre Jr. versus the Ace, no. The Hero, no. The Icon, no. The President, Hiroshi Tanahashi.
That's so awesome. I'm so happy for New Japan. I feel like this is gonna be great. President Tanahashi.
Like whatever, like you address this man, you either call him President Tanahashi, it's President Ace.
President Ace.
Like I would love to hear the Tokyo Dome just start screaming, "Go President!"
Yeah. If I was a New Japan fan right now, I would definitely be. I would have a shirt. Tanahashi is my president. I would have a shirt. I feel like this is a great time for New Japan fans. I really do believe that.
Oh, same. Just oh my god. Just when that news broke out, I swear, New Japan started healing faster than any injury known to man. Like, yes, we can have any president, and he can probably give us good booking, bad booking, etc. But when you have Tanahashi, a man who saved the company, a man who's carried the company, a man who's waved the flag, a man that's defended against all outsiders, be your president of the company, there's a safety, there's a closure that the fans, whether it's overseas or in the Tokyo Dome, in Japan itself, will feel now, tomorrow, and forever, as long as the Ace is with us.
That was beautiful.
Speaking of Ace with us, it like, how do I say this? Zack Sabre Jr. and Tanahashi are two slept-on opponents that I love watching them in the G1. I've loved watching them, whether it's just on a regular show. Hell, luckily, me and Young Smooth were able to watch Tanahashi versus Zack Sabre Jr. in Madison Square Garden.
That's amazing, actually. Good for you. That's awesome. Congrats. That's amazing.
So here we are in the Tokyo Dome in probably, arguably, the best version of Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
A full 365-day reign as champion.
Yeah. He's the rest of the year tournament participant.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Did he make it to the Final 4 or 6?
I can double check. Give me like 3 seconds, but I don't think he made it to the Final 4. Not to burst anyone's bubble, but I don't think he made it that far. But he did make it. Oops, that's the women's bracket. Hold on, men's. He did make it to. Oh no! Sorry guys, he actually lost in the first round to Seth, but it was to Seth. It was Seth. But he was there. But
again, that just thought BTBC just shout you guys out on Top for Glory, on your list of your Superstar of the Year brackets, Zach had an incredible year to make it on this list.
Mm-hmm.
And he's had, I believe, 15 plus defenses.
Yeah. And that will get you, I mean, 365-day reign, which is what we base pretty much our whole criteria on. Just the time frame of it was phenomenal. The whole year, pretty much. 15 title or defenses, amazing. We have some guys, not name no names, that are doing it only like 3 times. You know what I mean? So shout out to Zach.
I believe Zach is like, I think at 18 or 19 defenses.
See, that's insane.
He might be at 20.
I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised if he's touching that Orange Cassidy number at 20. You know, so
I mean, shit, man. The moment this match got announced, I knew that this is Zach's greatest test, and man, I don't care about sound. So the fact that this is, without a doubt, no argument, the greatest fight of Zack Sabre Jr.'s life, and I think what makes it best is who better than Tanahashi?
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie. I think this is gonna be a kind of like a, you know how Perk Angle is a thing. I think President Tanahashi is gonna be a thing. And I think that's gonna be a thing. He's gonna put on a 5-star out of nowhere.
Oh, that's the best thing about Tanahashi. If he doesn't feel like it, he'll give you a 4-star. If he's feeling generous, he'll give you a 4.5 star. But when he wants to, for the fans, for the men, women, children in the audience, he'll give you a goddamn 5-star. He'll remind you why they call him the Ace. And now tomorrow, because remember, guys, Wrestle Kingdom's in damn near like 8 hours, 10 hours.
Literally. It may even actually be closer than that, depending on where you're at.
So this guy is going to show you why they call him President Ace. With all that being said, I have Tanahashi winning. Zach, you had a great run. What about you, Tommy?
Did you really just say that?
Of course.
Wow, I'm actually a little surprised.
Sometimes you can't go against the Ace.
I'm actually a little surprised because, call me crazy, but president or not, Zack Sabre Jr. is just too hot. I gotta take Zack Sabre Jr. It's not time yet.
All right. 365 days to see if we go to 366.
Let's do it.
Now, on to our next match. It is for the Never Openweight Championship. It is defending champion, probably one of the greatest Never Openweight champions since that man won that belt back in 2020. I've just had so much fun watching his matches. But it is the Dragon, Shingo Takagi versus challenger, former Never Openweight champion. This man is a 3-time, for God's sake. Ain't nobody really, ain't nobody batter. Tama motherfucking Tonga.
Don't kill me, but I could be just missing the highlights, but I actually am not the biggest fan of Tama Tonga.
Oh, now that's news.
I think he's I don't know if it's because I'm just not a fan of him being a singles guy or what.
You miss G.O.D.?
I think I do.
OG G.O.D.?
I think I do because something's just not. I just can't get with Tama Tonga as a singles guy. I just can't. I can't.
Like, what is it that's missing?
Because you're right. What is it? He's not bad in ring, obviously. I mean, depending on who you are. I mean, when he's cutting a promo, you know, in their little backstage thing that New Japan does. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad work by any means. He has this is crazy because they're related, and I don't want to sound like I'm just hating, but
hey man, shoot your shot.
He has that. They give me. He's like Hikuleo, whatever. They don't do it for me, man. I don't know what it is. I just can't get behind them. But like with ELP, I love ELP, but even with the pairing of ELP, I just can't get behind them.
Wait, do you feel the same way about Tongaloa?
I probably would prefer not seeing him in singles action either. I'm gonna be honest. It's just I don't know what it is. I think they were just better as a unit, man. They were just better as a unit. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe I just like them as a unit, but I don't know.
No, that's actually the first time I'm hearing someone say they're not a fan of Tama Tonga. Is it Tama Tonga as a whole? Is it Tama Tonga outside of Bullet Club? Is it Tama Tonga the singles run?
No, because even when he was fresh out, that first feud he had with Jay White, I was entertained then. That brief moment, I was entertained. But right after that, it's just
So into the Carl Anderson feud.
Literally, yeah. Yeah. That was really the end of it. After that, I just kind of stopped caring about Tama Tonga or what he was up to.
Now that's huge because a lot of people say that Tama versus Kara was their coming out party, thinking maybe Tama should win a singles world title.
I didn't say world title, but I definitely was like, I was part of those people that was like, we need to see more of this. Like we do need to see more of this, but
more singles Tama.
Yeah, but I got it, and I just maybe I had high expectations or what, I don't know, but I'm just not feeling
it. No, that's interesting. So now let's talk about the Dragon Shingo Takagi, which I like to call him the new era of strong style.
I'm a huge Shingo fan, man. I like Shingo. The Shingo I think should do more. We need Shingo to come back to America for a little bit and put on some matches for everybody for others to see as well. I think Shingo's one of those guys. He's kind of like a hidden gem, you know. He's one of those gems that New Japan has that other guys that watch like WWE and AEW religiously don't get to see, you know. Because Shingo's just one of those guys. Shingo's one of those guys you just can't mess with. He's in any other company. Yeah, I'm about to say this. In any other company, he can easily be in WWE. He can easily be that good guy of a Shinsuke right now, doing the bad guy vignettes over there in WWE, or even give him Okada again in New Japan. Give him something more. You know, Shingo deserves that. Shingo's just great, man. I love Shingo.
I did think that it was insane that he was in the New Japan Battle Royal like last year, when in 2022 and 2021, like 2021 he had a never open weight title match against Jeff Cobb, which I recommend everybody watches, and then in 2022 he was main eventing night one against Okada, and then then this year's in the Battle Royal for the KOPW Championship.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that he's out of there. I think Shingo in a Battle Royal at Wrestle Kingdom is probably one of the biggest disgraces ever. Shingo does deserve better.
Shingo deserves better. Now, as being an open weight champion, this is one of the belts in New Japan where it just looks right on his shoulder. It looks like it belongs there, regardless of how you feel about the title. That title, for some reason, in my opinion, just looks like it belongs to Shingo.
Yeah, it definitely looks like the Shingo belt.
Yeah.
Just like how we felt about Shinsuke in the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. It felt right with him. The Never title feels right with Shinsuke.
Yeah, Shingo definitely looks right with the open weight for sure.
But be on and end all, I not gonna lie, I actually have Shingo Takagi winning this.
I'm not mad at that pick because I actually do it. I got Shingo taking it. I got Shingo winning it.
All right, now on to our next match. It is winner take all, strong IWGP. It is Bishamon, 365-day reign, three-time heavyweight tag team. Three-time World Tag League winners. There we go. Three-time World Tag League winners, Hiroki Goto, Yoshihashi versus ain't nobody realer, ain't nobody better. Gorillas of motherfucking Destiny, G.O. motherfucking D, Hikuleo, and ELP, the headbanger, for both the IWGP Tag Team Championships and the Strong Openweight Tag Team Championships.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Until I saw this come up before we went live, I thought it was just for the IWGP Tag Team Championships. I completely forgot it was a winner take all type of match, which makes me question quite a
Why they
few
won?
things.
I'm
I
not gonna
had
lie.
one. Yeah, I
It
had
is
one
questionable.
pick. Yeah, I had one pick in my head, but then it's for the strong openweight titles, and I'm like, wait a minute, is it possible we can have Goto and Yoshihashi wrestling on American soil as tag champions?
That is a possibility. Yes.
Like that just blew my mind just now. I would love to have. I would love for that to happen. What the heck? Heck yeah! Sign me up. And then come to the DC area. Yes, yes.
I think we would love to see some Goto and Yoshihashi area, especially in the area of New York City. Pretty sure they would be fun in places like the Hammerstein Ballroom, places like
Oh
Madison Square
man.
Garden, so many places. But I do think that 2023 was a come out year for Hikuleo. My man's won the New Japan Strong title from Kenta. This
Mm-hmm.
man did really good in the G1
Yeah.
and strong openweight tag team champions with ELP. And ELP getting kicked out of Bullet Club, then being picked up by God. My man's found a home and then winning tag titles, which is his first heavyweight success.
Is it
So,
really?
yes, as a heavyweight, ELP has
Oh
only won
yeah.
the strong titles, the strong tag titles.
Well, shout out to. Well, yeah. All right. That's
So
awesome.
now let's see if he wins IWGP Tag Team Heavyweight Championships.
I must say, I don't know if I already spoiled my pick with the little rant I went on just now, but I think you guys know my pick. I'm going Yoshihashi and Goto.
So I have ELP and Hikuleo, but I actually wanted to add on since the winning of Yoshihashi and Goto, they decided, you already know the rules, whether it's G1, Best of Super Juniors, World Tag League, Junior Tag League. If say champions win, they get to pick whoever the fuck they want on this God green earth. So it made me think when Yoshihashi and Goto won, I believe this is pre-Aussie Open losing the ROH tag titles. And if it
Mm-hmm.
isn't, then we're just fantasy book that they never lost it. And we're going to fantasy book that Mark Davis isn't injured. I actually wanted for Goto and Yoshihashi to win. Call out Aussie Open. Bring them to Japan. Go, you guys beat us for these titles. We never got to settle it because Davis got injured. So ROH tag titles, IWGP tag titles, winner takes all. And as I'm fantasy booking, let's actually pitch that more. I remember on a podcast with Tamatanga, ELP talked about, hey, if me and Ishimori won junior tag league, can we challenge for the heavyweight tag titles? So that's actually something I want to spitball into motion for future years of New Japan. So if you guys ever have the ballsy decision to have champions win again, how about you challenge some other champions? How you guys can challenge the AEW tag team champions?
That actually is not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. You can throw TNA in there too. We'll throw a hat in the party. That wouldn't be a bad idea though.
Right, guys. So if New Japan champions win, they've already beaten every tag team in New Japan. So call out elsewhere, call out their belts, and let's do a winner take all.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all.
But beyond end all, you say you have Bishamon, I have ELP and Hikuleo, which they need their own personal name. I'm glad God is a faction, but still used to whenever I say God, I'm only thinking of Tama and Tongaloa.
It's gonna take a little bit of time for them to get that.
Now it is for the junior tag team champion. Junior heavyweight. I almost said world heavyweight. Junior heavyweight championship. It is Forever Foes. It is Hiromu Takahashi versus El Desperado. Now,
I am stoked. Go ahead.
these, I guess I would call this the perfect opponents. If you guys haven't seen, you guys need to go check out their other title match bouts, their Best of Super Juniors finals. Hiromu versus Despy, don't miss.
Never misses.
Like, that is magic every single time. Beginning of the bell to end the bell, whether we're ending it on a pinche local or we're ending it on a time bomb, you will walk away with these two just breathtaking.
No lie. Man, I'm so excited for this match. I love El Desperado, and I'm so tired of Hiromu. So this is perfect because I think this is finally the time Hiromu passes this championship off to Despy. And why do I feel like it happened before that way? Let's make it happen again.
So I'm a little bit on the fence about this. So I'm on your side. I'm tired of Hiromu with the belt, but I have seen Despy do more heavyweight matches than Hiromu. And
that's true.
For the simple fact of, I believe if Hiromu wins, then he just goes and wins Best of Super Junior, which I'm going to call bullshit if he does. But I actually want Hiromu to win. And I want Despy to go up to heavyweight. And if not heavyweight, I need him to go win the Never title. Like Shingo versus Despy for the Never title just sounds fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need Despy fighting more heavyweights. Hiromu, if Hiromu wins, I kind of need him to vacate the belt too.
I was just about to ask if Hiromu wins, what he's beaten everybody. It feels
or it is January 3rd.
Yeah.
There are a lot of 90-day suspensions up. There are a lot of free agents. So if we're wondering who's next, Hiromu's beating them all. He's beating the Watos. He's beating the Ishimoris. He's beating the Despys. How about, because this man's on a world tour, Hiromu Takahashi versus Mustafa Ali for the Junior Heavyweight Championship?
I love it.
I know a lot of guys want to put Mustafa to heavyweight, but seeing Mustafa in the junior division would be fire.
It would be magnificent. Absolutely magnificent.
So, to close this one out, I have Hiromu Takahashi winning. You?
I have Despy taking it. And new.
All right. So, next is... Yeah, guys, this is a movement thing.
Oh, boy.
It is...
oh, boy.
What some would say, the best wrestler in the world. It is the American Dragon. Maybe injury prone. Maybe just giving predictions has injured him. He's one eye, but he's all technical wrestler. Just finished the Continental Classics fire job on World's End Commentary. It is Bryan Danielson versus the main character of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He is the standard bearer. He is 1/3 of the Trios champions. He is the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. This is part 2.
Part 2 indeed. Part 2 indeed.
There was magic the first time. There's magic this time. And if you guys have seen the press conference, I know you guys have enjoyed every encounter. Hell, you guys even enjoyed the Orange Cassidy and Okada versus Wheeler Yuta and Bryan Danielson, or was it Wheeler Yuta, or was it Cesaro?
I think Cesaro was there.
Yeah, it was it was Cesaro. It was Cesaro. Because I remember that day where Orange Cassidy goes for an orange punch, and then Cesaro catches him, uppercuts him, clean as hell. But Okada also rainmakers the shit out of Bryan Danielson.
This match. Now, like you said, this isn't even the first one. This is part 2. With that being said, I actually feel like I know this match is gonna be better than the first. Especially if nobody breaks anything within the match. Shout out to Bryan Danielson. But I'm almost certain that this match is gonna be way better than the first one, and you can honestly give me a coin, and I'll say Bryan Danielson's heads and Okada's tails, and I would be okay with whatever it lands on as my pick for this.
Respect.
That's how close I think it is. But after watching the press conferences and obviously the first time Danielson did go over. Sorry if I spoiled it for anyone. If you haven't seen that match, I think you're crazy already. So just my fault. But it's hard for me. I'm leaning more towards Okada, I think, because I think it's only right. I think they set up a third match. Why not? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Okada just for the simple fact that I think they gotta set up a third one. Because why not?
So you think we get a part 3?
Yeah, again, why not? If they're both still going at this level, why not?
So I want to agree with you that we do get a part 3. And seeing how we got part 1 at Forbidden Door, this one at Wrestle Kingdom. Wait, isn't Bryan also retiring?
There's no date set or anything like that, but he's definitely trying to wind it down a little bit. He's definitely trying to. So that's why I said if we got him, we got this pace. Why not? Go crazy. Let's go for a third one.
Yeah, I can definitely see what you mean here. And I've said on multiple records that I don't like Okada. I've said that. And as I've gotten older, I've come to the realization that it's not that I don't like Bryan Danielson that much. It's that I was never a fan of him being added to the triple threat at that WrestleMania. Deal with that information what you will, viewers. But after the Zack Sabre Jr. match, I did see, maybe I was wilding over these years. But I've rarely ever done this. But I think I may have to go with Okada here. I don't think we can get Kazuchika Okada losing in Wrestle Kingdom. Now we're in his house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Bryan beats Okada in Wrestle Kingdom, this ain't your house, man. You're just getting evicted. So I gotta go with Okada. What about you, Tommy?
With everything that's kind of led up to this point, Bryan Danielson going over in the first match, even with the broken arm. Again, like you were saying, this is the Tokyo Dome, Okada's home field advantage, pretty much. And I'm pretty much fixed on the idea of having that third match, and it's being a grudge match. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna go with Okada as well.
All right. So now we are in for I want to say a treat, but it's about like 80% a treat, and there's an ugly 20% that nobody really wanted here. But it is the indicator of violence. It is the Death Rider. It is Jon Moxley versus what some of you guys are calling the leader of Bullet Club, the leader of Bullet Club War Dogs. So a lot of you guys are saying the worst leader of Bullet Club, David Finlay, or as a lot of people on Twitter have called him, David Finlame. And now, a lot of you guys, Top for Glory YouTube, Top for Glory the miniseries, talk about the long intros. Now you guys know it's here. Versus the aerial assassin, the Commonwealth Kingpin, the 5-star matchmaking machine, maybe the new best bout machine. He is the Billy Goat. He is BTBC's Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah.
He is, dare I say, the IWGP UK US whatever the hell champion. He is the fucking GOAT of 2023. It is the man that has beaten Tanahashi, Okada, Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho.
Ouch.
He's even beaten Mike Bailey. He's beaten
Ouch.
Marufuji. He's beaten the Three Musketeers, or 2 out of 3 of them. He is Will by God Ospreay.
What an intro. What an intro.
And this is for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. And I'm not going to lie, I was bitching last night for about 20 minutes. And then I saw the belt. This is probably the closest we're going to be getting to the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. But I'm okay with it. I've made peace with it at this point. So, welcome, IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. Now, who do we welcome as the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion?
Oh, man. What a question. First of all, beautiful belt.
Yes, it is.
New Japan has missed on titles before, but I feel like they've definitely made great titles more than they have missed. So that's a positive on their side. With that being said, David Finlay don't belong here. We were told, not even told, we were owed Ospreay and Moxley.
Part 2.
Yeah, exactly. Not Ospreay, Finlay, and Moxley. What the hell? That's not what we planned for. That's not what we talked about in New Japan.
But that's not the match you wanted. That's not a marquee match.
Yeah, whatever. I will say this though, because I am your friendly neighborhood Bullet Club merchant, and I will say this: very Bullet Club-esque from David Finlay. Just get in there somehow. You know what I'm saying? He saw an opportunity and he took it. Very, very Bullet Club like, right?
Very.
Granted, you're still David Finlay. You know what I'm saying? That you can't avoid that. That's the only hard part. You can't avoid who you are. But Ospreay and Moxley, it's awesome. I'm glad. Like this is what we wanted. I thought it was hilarious that they were like, we should just jump David for 5 minutes and get him out of the way. I love that, and I hope they play it to force in the match. That would be a great little bit in the match. But I just Finlay kind of it's not giving me the Evil and Ren vibes. While Evil shouldn't be there, but David definitely shouldn't be there. But again, we're getting Ospreay and Moxley, and this match is probably going to be one of the best ones on the card, hands down. Even though David's in it.
Honestly, I was hoping to do a David versus Evil match because of the whole, hey, are you Bullet Club? Are you not? Yada yada yada. And it seems that David's like the whole, I guess he's the leader of who gets to say they're Bullet Club. So if you think you're the original, the official, the only club that matters, you ain't Bullet Club. If you are some spooky version that tells people to rise, you aren't Bullet Club. If you guys, whether you guys be just as good as 1, 2, 3 ABC, you ain't Bullet Club. Apparently, David Finlay gets to call who is and isn't Bullet Club. So I was hoping that we would get that. Just go, okay, I won. You're not Bullet Club. None of you House of Dickheads are Bullet Club.
That's more fitting for those two. Those two should be in a match together.
Like it was a fake feud that was pitched and never got capitalized on to me. But let's talk about this match. This probably can get one moment. Where the fuck are you? This just might get, even though David Finlay is in here, it might get the Talk for Glory star rating.
Oh, yeah.
And guys, if you guys haven't seen the previous star ratings So also heads up, star ratings for Stardom, Dream Queendom, the best match there, and for AEW's World's End, the best match there have been rated. Spoiler alert, we did not close out 2023 with a 5-star. So let's see if we open 2024 with a 5-star.
I was just going to ask, are we going to have, because a lot of people could say, well, I won't say a lot of people, but my match of the year was last year's Wrestle Kingdom, Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. Is there a match on this card that could possibly do that again? Hold it for the whole year?
Let's see. And I'm glad you mentioned that because even though he's not here, it's great that we have to mention this. Coming this week, guys. Damn, banner's blocking. Coming this week, 2023 Top for Glory Awards. So this will be our farewell to 2023 with awards. So if you guys are tuning in for predictions for Wrestle Kingdom, let me talk. Damn, I messed that up. But basically, let me talk to you about the awards coming this week. And especially, let me talk to you about this match. I really want to see Jon Moxley be in New Japan more often. And I also want David Finlay to be an established heel because I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I gave him 3 months, and then I gave him 6 months. And then by the end of the year, he smashed both red belts. Couldn't do shit for me. But Will Ospreay decided, I'm not done yet. Yes, he is AEW's newest signing. Billy Goat is all elite. But he did say, if I win this belt at the next New Japan US show, we will get Ospreay versus the Rainmaker for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship.
I didn't know that.
Not only does he want to defend this belt, not only does he want to defend it against the Rainmaker, but Will Ospreay wants to defend it on U.S. soil.
That's lovely to hear. Now, that's all fun and dandy. But, I mean, Moxley is there. We can't just act like Moxley isn't there, man. I mean,
of course, Moxley is the 2022 Top for Glory Wrestler of the Year.
So, and then we have the 2023 Bad to Blood Conversation Wrestler of the Year with Ospreay. So it's like, this one is I think it's closer than people may seem. Yes, well, Ospreay, he did just come off of the 2023 year of just amazing match after match after match. But I wouldn't count John out of it completely yet either. Like, that's still Jon Moxley. He can still win the big one if he needs to. And like you said, a lot of people really do want John to be in New Japan a little bit more. And what else is a better, or what's a better reason to get him there more than putting a belt on him?
I mean, Kenny Omega did start off the year with the IWGP US Championship. Who knows? So maybe Jon Moxley might start off the year with the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship.
Correct. Who's your final pick, though, for this match?
My final pick is the Billy Goat. It is Will Ospreay.
Not bad, not bad. My final pick. Now, I was saying all of this, right? But I'm about to swerve y'all. I actually honestly think David Finlay might mess around and somehow win this match.
He might be in the right place at the right time.
Literally what may happen. So I'm going to pick David on a safe, I want to be right here type of thing, because I really do see an odd scenario where David is holding this belt and it's his, and this is how he becomes the heel that we've been kind of waiting for. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is that moment we kind of move forward on this David Finlay character.
You think this is what gets the ball rolling after damn near a year?
I sure hope so.
If not, then we're changing Bullet Club. Fucking Gabe Kidd for Bullet Club leader.
Literally.
But with all that being said, you have David. I have Ospreay. Now that only leaves one match left. And before we even dive headfirst into that, Tommy, I want to thank you for being here on Top for Glory. I want to thank you for being here for Wrestle Kingdom predictions. And honestly, Gonna look forward to talking about this main event. But before we even dive headfirst into that, let's drop the socials. You guys already know where to find myself and Young Smooth. You guys can follow us on his Twitter at YoungSmoothTFG. You guys follow my Twitter at Enigma_before_. My TikTok, Enigma_before. My Instagram, Enigma period before. My Twitch, Enigma_before_. Smooth's Twitch, Smooth A1. My Kick, the gaming website, Enigma_before. And remember, guys, Talk for Glory is everywhere. So YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you guys will find Talk for Glory. Now, Tommy, where can we find you?
You can find me every single Sunday on a YouTube channel called The Russell Spot. We do a podcast every Sunday, 7 or 8, depending on the day. But yeah, that's where you can find me. I also have a Twitter account, TommyBTBC. You can follow me there. Very active on Twitter. I love that app. If you're trying to reach me, probably under one of my tweets is probably one of the best ways to do so. But yeah, BTBC. Yeah, that's it. Every Sunday. Oh, TNA is 10 days away. That's also a great thing to mention.
Also, one last thing, if you guys haven't already, join the Talk for Glory Discord, and if not that one, then join the BTBC Discord. Some way, somehow, you'll find your way to both sides.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest.
But before we even dive into the main event, it's always fun reading some comments. Been excited for this. Cashman, I love seeing you here, man. I love your consistency. Suji got a cool factor from Mexico. Hey, man, all you got to go is to the island.
Yeah.
President Ace, you're damn fucking right. Come on, Despy. But I said, do you want Despy to win or lose? I wouldn't mind this being a TOD. Are you talking about Bryan versus Okada? Which intro is longer, Izumi or Will Ospreay? Damn, that's a good one. Fuck. Someone may have to get a stopwatch for me. Let's see how many things I can list off for Izumi, and let's see how much I can list off for Will Ospreay. But now it is time for the main event. It is representing just 5 guys. It is defending IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. It is no longer Cold Skull. It is Sanada versus his former tag team partner. Yes, these guys won tag team championships together before. Former stablemates representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuya Naito for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And the big question here is, does Naito finish the story?
Whew.
Before we even talk about this, I want to say something about Naito. And it's that there were 2 people in 2020 that got robbed of their moment. It was Tetsuya Naito and Drew McIntyre. Now, it's very funny that on day 1, Drew had his moment to win in front of the fans. And when he hit that Claymore and we almost thought 3, the crowd was ready to pop. Do we get that for Naito? Does he hit the Stardust Press? Does he hit the Destino and complete his Destino in doing the LIJ roll call in the Tokyo Dome for the fans? We'll figure that out as we give our predictions on this main event.
I will say this. I think Sanada being the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion right now, I think that is I don't want to say this is a dark period on the belt, but it might be a dark period on the belt. This might be one of them time frames of the belt where we're not really talking about this reign. Like, ever. Not with none of the great reigns, or even maybe some of the good reigns. I don't even know. Well, I know who to blame. But Sonata's probably one of the first. Since I've been watching New Japan or been following New Japan, Sonata might be one of the first IWGP champions that I don't take serious, not even a little bit. Again, we know who to blame for that, but sometimes it looks like that he doesn't know he's champion, and that's crazy.
I have brought that up, that if I had to compare Sonata to any NBA basketball player, he would be Jokic.
Yeah, he's just there. But He is the champion after all.
I don't even think Sonata knows he's main eventing.
He probably still thinks Okada and Danielson's main eventing.
Probably. But I will say that there's a story here in its own right. Again, former tag partners, former stablemates. A lot of people would tend to say that next to, well, I guess since Evil's departure, next to Shingo, that Sonata was the right-hand man of LIJ.
That's fair.
And there's always been one problem for me when it came to Sonata's reign and his departure for LIJ. Well, the first one was that it felt like he was ducking Naito. And then the second part was when he left, he claimed that you can't be world champion if Naito's their leader. But then you forget Shingo Takagi won the world title in 2021.
Yeah, and I felt like he was a pretty great world champion too. I thought he was a great champion.
So, like, hearing Sonata say something along those lines just made me go, huh? But Shingo won. What are you talking? It wasn't that you can't be. It's that you didn't try hard enough.
You're not Shingo.
and now we have Sonata with wins under his belt with people such as Hiromu, such as Tsuji, such as Jungle Boy. I know he's got other people, but they just weren't memorable. I think he has like 5 or 6 defenses under his belt.
Yeah, not enough. He didn't make the tournament. He's just underwhelming to me, man. It's just not good.
So we don't drag Sonata under the mud. I actually want to talk about Naito finally fulfilling his moment, him winning in front of the crowds, him winning in front of the fans, and finally finishing his story.
Which I think that's awesome. I don't know. I feel like I don't know how long ago I feel like I read this, but I feel like I read something that was like Naito just wants the main event Tokyo Dome again. He's probably gonna call it quits. I don't know how true that is. I hope that's not true because I haven't seen enough Naito myself, being a New Japan fan. But I mean, like you said, he won the G1. He's getting the main event at the Tokyo Dome. And I think before Cody Rhodes, sorry T.O., before Cody Rhodes, I see Naito doing it. I see Naito doing it. I see him finishing the story completely before Cody Rhodes.
I think Naito finishes the story before Cody. I think he wins in front of the fans before Drew.
Crazy.
So I think it's unanimous that we can both agree that Tetsuya Naito will be closing out the Tokyo Dome, giving us the LIJ roll call in front of the fans, the moment we were robbed for of 2020.
He deserves it. He deserves it. I mean, the few times that I saw Naito and I watched his G1 run, and he deserves it, man. Naito deserves it. Same thing for Drew as well, but it sucked that had to happen to so many events. But I think this is time we kind of get our get back, and Naito finishes, like you said, finishes the story. Sorry, Sonata. Don't know what you're gonna do next. Don't really care.
Go and tag out to a Taichi. It's your strong suit.
I believe Enigma. Whatever Enigma says goes. So, Sonata, see you in the tag division, buddy.
It's where he strides. But I think that was everything. So again, Tommy, thank you so much for joining me on the New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 18 predictions.
It was an honor, man. I love doing like I said, I'm not the most committed to New Japan, but for the bigger shows and for the tag league, the Super Juniors, the G1, I love to pop out and show my support. I love these times of year with New Japan. So it's always an honor to come on Talk for Glory.
So as I close this out, where can they find you one more time, Tommy?
You can find me every Sunday on YouTube at a channel called The Russell Spot. And then if you're trying to find me only, you can find me on Twitter at TommyBTBC, man.
All right, great. And remember, guys, you guys can follow the socials of Talk for Glory. Remember, Young Smooth TFG, Enigma _V4_, that is our Twitters. Enigma _V4, that is my TikTok. Enigma _V4, that is my Instagram. Enigma _V4, that is my Twitch. Smooth A1 is his switch. Enigma _V4 is my kick. And remember, guys, join the Talk for Glory Discord. And remember, guys, Talk for Glory not just on YouTube, but on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere you guys can type in Talk for Glory. You guys will find us because we run this shit. And won't be closing out with this lovely banner. But remember, guys, sometime this week will be the 2023 Talk for Glory Awards. So with all that being said, guys, once again, thank you, Tommy. Remember, guys, enjoy Wrestle Kingdom. Watch wrestling. Enjoy wrestling. Have a great night. Have a great day. And just enjoy wrestling.